Afternoon. Great. I'm going to record this again for the second time today because silly me had it on the wrong settings this morning. So I have just finished my first day back at work. I'll tell you how it goes in a minute, but let's have a little bit of a recap and see where we get to, because as you'll notice I am on 2 wheels today, not 4. There's a reason for that. 4 weeks ago I had surgery. I had lung surgery consisting of 2 procedures, a pleurodectomy and a pleurodesis, which in layman's terms means I've had some parts of my lung removed. I don't actually know how much they've taken out. I know it's not a lot, but I don't actually know in terms of like grams or percentage how much they've actually taken out, because I forgot to ask, to be honest. So yeah, that was 4 weeks ago. It was a bit of an ordeal. It's not the most comfortable procedure you can have in the world, but let's take you through it. So Monday, the 5th of August, I think it was the 5th. I went in to hospital. It's a nice room. You know, obviously got like a bed, couple of chairs, ensuite bathroom in it, TV that you don't have to pay for, which is great, and even had an Xbox in there, but didn't know I would have an Xbox in there, otherwise I would have taken games and a controller, or even just like a couple of DVDs or something. Don't even have DVDs anymore. Or did I get rid of them? I can't actually remember if I've got DVDs still. I think I might have got rid of them. Yeah, I think I've got rid of them. If I have, I've got no idea where they are. Right, so anyway, so that came in. Obviously did all my surgery prep. So I had all my stats taken, all that kind of stuff, weighed and everything. Then the food was all right. It's not the worst hospital food I've ever had. I mean, it's no gourmet meal, but certainly better than some of the stuff I've had in hospitals before. So I had that. So that night was pretty uneventful. Tuesday morning I managed to get some breakfast, because they knew my surgery wasn't going to get done until like the afternoon, so I was slated down for 4th, which would have put me in at about midday, 12 o'clock, but they knew they had at least one from the night before that hadn't been done that needed to get slotted in somewhere, so they said it'd be more likely mid-afternoon. Ended up being about 2 o'clock I went in, so yeah, I was able to have some breakfast. That was alright. Then obviously nil by mouth from about sort of like 10 o'clock onwards. Went in 2 o'clock when I had my anaesthetic done. Last time I had anaesthetic I was able to count down to 7. This time I remember saying 10 and that was it. Don't remember a thing after that. Although I found out the surgery was on the Tuesday. The surgeon came round on Thursday morning, And he turned around and said, we had to pause your operation halfway through because the anaesthesiologist wasn't happy that I would stay under for the full length of it. So they paused it, gave me some more drugs, and the anaesthesiologist wasn't happy at first, so they were getting ready to sort of like cancel it halfway through and just like sew me up. They were going to, well, they'd removed some of the pieces of the lung, but they hadn't done the pleurodesis yet, so they were going to just cancel it there and seal me back up and come back another time for that, which would have been a pain in the ass. But thankfully, the anaesthesiologist was happy for them to continue after a little while. So I was out for about 4 hours. Surgery took about 2, maybe 2.5. I came round at about sort of 6 o'clock ish. I don't know the exact time because, like I say, a little bit groggy, but so yeah, obviously a lot of pain for the first initial couple of days. Obviously I've got 3 holes, 2 for the vats and one for the drain that was in. So yeah, that was uncomfortable for the first couple of days, so I didn't really sleep. I reckon I got no more than about 10 minutes sleep at any one time, because as soon as you move, cough, sneeze, breathe too heavy, no, it was just pain. I mean, I did have pain relief. I had one of them machines that you press the button and it gives you a dose painkiller. I must have been pressing that about every 5 minutes. That was although that probably contributed to the next biggest problem I had, where I was all bunged up. Literally, I did not do a poo until the following Wednesday, I think it was. So like a week and a day I didn't poo. So, but that's all the drugs for you. It proper bunged me up. And it was getting to the point where it was getting uncomfortable to eat because I was so bloated, because nothing was going anywhere. Obviously stuff's going in and then nothing's coming out. So that was good. And then the next thing was I couldn't pee. So I had to have a catheter in. A catheter. I was thinking cannula then, but that's the one that was in your arm. But as I speak of that, my hand still hurts from where the cannula was in. It's still a bit tender. So why have we got a gaming chair? Weird random things. What else? Yeah, so also I'm recovering. I had a really bad pleuric cough that goes with it. I'm coughing up all this black phlegm shit. Yeah. Wouldn't realise, because it was super sticky. Stuff that I was bringing up, so I could sort of like bring it up, but then it was getting stuck in my throat. I had to like really like hack and cough to get it up, and obviously that was painful because you know, I've got 3 holes in my side. So there's that. The physios weren't happy, first of all, because Wednesday I was able to actually get up out of bed and sit up, which was alright. And then so like Wednesday evening they got me to like get up and move around a little bit. That was painful. But no, they weren't happy because coming up behind you there, pal. What's up? Yeah, where was that? Yeah, the physio. Yeah, they got me walking about a bit, and the problem was because my breathing was so laboured, my heart rate absolutely skyrocketed. It was getting close to like 200 beats a minute. Now that wouldn't be so bad, but it wasn't coming down straight away, which they were a little bit concerned about, but that sorted itself out in the end. I say, you're talking like literally like a matter of days. I mean, I tell you what I think solved it. It was Thursday night. I asked for some strong painkillers just to help me get to sleep, just because I hadn't hardly slept Tuesday night, Wednesday night. So by the time Thursday coming out, I was absolutely shattered and really getting just annoyed and pissed off and just wanted to sleep. So I asked for some really strong painkillers again, just to knock me out, just to get me to go to sleep. I had some, they gave me some, and it did knock me out. So I felt so better on Friday for having some sleep. To the point where I was able to go on Saturday just because I had such a good night's sleep on Thursday. And then Friday they took the drain out, they took the catheter out, so I had all the tubes and everything out on the Friday. That was so much better. I mean, it's still a pain to sleep and get comfy, but it's certainly better when you haven't got big tubes sticking out of you. So there's that. So yeah, and then sort of since then I've just been recovering. So I've been sat at home, bored out my fucking mind by now, like absolutely bored shitless. So yeah, I've gone back into work today. I'm doing half days on like a phased return for work now. Obviously light duty, there's no heavy lifting, blah 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 blah, just doing light stuff. So yeah, it's been okay. Like I say, my side's a little bit achy, but to be honest with you, I reckon if I took a couple of paracetamol I could do a couple more hours, but I'm not gonna push myself just yet. Well, bear in mind this is only my first day back in, and it's a Tuesday, so I've still got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to go yet. So I'll see what I think on Friday. If I feel comfortable and whatnot, I might up it to like 6 hours and see how I go. It literally depends on see how tired I feel, because I want to get back to normal as soon as. But I have got to remember I did have surgery 4 weeks ago, and I've not done anything for the last 4 weeks just because I've not been able to. So it's just easing back into it rather than sort of going, yeah, right, that's it, done. So as in terms of what's going to happen with the ESK8, I mean, at the minute I don't feel confident on the, well, no, I feel confident on the board. It's just the issue I've got is if I come off at this precise minute, it is going to hurt like hell and probably not do me any good. So, plus I've got the added benefit that if I go on the bike, you know, it's a little bit more of an exercise which can only help me at the minute. So, ow, yeah, that hurts. I mean, you can probably hear it, but I'm a little bit out of breath, and I'm not even pedalling that fast. You know, probably doing what, 8 mile an hour, if that. So I mean, yeah, there's no hills or anything here, so it's pretty flat. So yeah, that should be about it. So we'll see how we crack. We'll see how we crack on. I've just got to try and curb my impatientness just to get back to normal. When, you know, realistically, I'm looking at another couple of weeks for recovery from the surgery, as in terms of like the wound sites, and then I'm probably looking at a couple of months on the actual lungs to be, well, I say lungs, longer, because I've only touched the right side. So yeah, I've got to go back for a check-up at some point, so I'll find out how much they actually have removed. Which to be just fine. Like I say, it's not a lot. There's a bit in the middle, and there's some sort of like on my top right. It's like I can feel the bits that have been hacked at, but yeah, like I say, we'll see how we get on. So I mean, work are fine with me just doing whatever I need to do to get back. So, and the sooner the better. So, because unfortunately I've not been there long enough to get full sick pay yet. I mean, even if I did, to be honest, I wouldn't be off. I mean, if I was on full sick pay, I might have maybe waited a couple of weeks before going back, but I certainly wouldn't have waited, you know, like 4 to 6 months or something. Looking no chance. So, only other thing, which would be really funny if it actually does happen, but for those that don't know, I've had 2 collapsed lungs before this surgery. Obviously I've had time off work with them as well, but because I've had now 3 instances of time off, yeah, because I've had 3 instances of time off within 12 months or 6 months or whatever it is, I'm not exactly sure. Technically that should trigger a wellness check, whatever it is. I mean, I don't think I what's gone on. It's like, you know, I've had a collapsed lung. That's a bit like, oh, that's a bit weird. Yeah, carry on. And then I've had another one almost immediately straight after it, and then I've had surgery to fix that. So, do I really need wellness check? I mean, I appreciate why they do it. You know, you got to look after, you know, if people have had time off for mental health reasons, then that's a bit different. You all right there, pigeon? Just sat in the puddle. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I get that, but do I need it? Probably not. I'm hoping I don't have to go through and have some member of HR comes all the way up from wherever, because it's a big company I work for. We don't have HR based in the units, so if there's any sort of HR thing that comes through, then I lost my train of thought then. Yeah, so if anything, someone from HR has to travel up to the site. So, it does seem a bit of a weird way of doing it, and a bit of waste of funds, if you ask me, for someone to come up and literally go, okay, why were you off? Well, I had a collapsed lung, and then I had another one. Yeah, I had one collapsed lung, and then I had another one, and then I've had surgery to fix it. That sort of like should explain it. You know, there shouldn't be any sort of mental health. What does affect my mental health is having to answer fucking stupid questions like that. But hey ho, it is what it is. Right, I can't think of anything much else to fill you in on. No, I can't think of anything. Not off the top of my head. So, no, I'll pretty much end it there. I'll do another update when I know something, because at the minute I'm literally waiting to find out when I can go back and see a specialist and do all the cop tests and whatnot, because I've not even done them yet. So, hey ho. Yeah, no, that's it. If I think of anything more, I can add it onto the next one. So, right. Catch you later, people. Bye.